Hi, I'm Tim Roble, and welcome to another edition of Adventure Athlete. Today I want to talk about my go-to shoe, the Salomon SpeedCross 4. Do a brief run through on the shoe. These are, if you've never seen them, they're a super hardcore shoe. They're set up with a real good tread on the bottom, ventilated, and they work really well. You got some mild padding up inside the shoe. They are more of a step design than a rocker design. And they have a speed lace system, which is really nice. They have a little storage pouch right here on the tongue. And that pulls out and you can cinch them down. I usually run about one setting on them. So I slip them on and slip them off. And then if the going gets real tough, then I'll cinch them down where I need them to perform off-road. But they get, this just stows in the, call it like a little kangaroo pouch in the tongue. Anyway, you get the idea. Anyway, I have 4 pairs of these in different colors, and I bought them when they first came out. I'll move back about 2.5 years to the SpeedCross 3. My first pair were in a desert camo, and why I purchased those was primarily the color, desert camo, and the speed lace system, easy to get on and off. Was looking for a shoe to put on after my trials event or my off-road events that still would allow me to either maybe even before the race, pre-run event, walk a section, or after the race, walk around camp, go hike on the rocks and go see what's the local surroundings on foot. And this shoe has proven to be a true winner. Some of the reviews on the SpeedCross 3s that I read had me a little nervous when I was initially purchasing them, because some of the reviews, only for the hardcore, you know, best tough mudder shoe out there, great mud run shoe. I thought, well, crap, I'm wanting to use these for the desert, and that has nothing to do with mud, and it's going to be rock and sand. Does these knobbies even hold up on the rock? Now, one thing I will say about the 3s to the 4s, it seems like they have changed 2 major things with these. One is these pair of shoes right here have 350 to maybe even 500 miles on them, but at least 350 miles of walking around on asphalt, concrete, and they have held up super well, and they do hold up better than the SpeedCross 3s. Another thing that these do is they have a little larger toe box, and that might be just maybe my opinion, but I think these have a bigger toe box than the SpeedCross 3s. The cinch down system I absolutely love because it puts them easy to go on and easy to come off. Some of the other things that I really like about them is they're ventilated really well. Now, Salomon does make a GTX version of this shoe that has a waterproof or a Gore-Tex breathable outer to keep them waterproof, and sometimes that's super important when you're dealing with the elements. Today I'm out here in Laughlin, Nevada, and I just did the Riverside brunch, buffet lunch, and you can kind of see how I'm dressed. I got a collared shirt on, decent pants, and SpeedCross 4s. Why I like these shoes so much is I can transition and still look nice inside a casino, and then I can walk a couple miles out, be out in the backcountry, give you a little view of where I came in at. So I didn't walk the road, I walked the dirt, took some shortcuts in the rocks, and it's just this type of terrain here. And it's really a great shoe. Probably, I'm going to say, the best shoe for this type of use. I call it enduro. That means if you look at an enduro motorcycle, it works well on the street, works well off-road. I walk anywhere from 10 to 15, maybe stretching it out on a day, 20 miles in these shoes. When you do a Disney weekend, maybe we'll transition from Disney Town to the beach, or Disney up into a mountain hike somewhere. But when it kicks off, these are a high-speed, low-drag, extreme terrain shoe that I can feel confident in, but it still looks nice out in public. It's not like you're wearing a big hiking boot. It's not heavy or cumbersome. I really like them. Now, do I use these as a running shoe? I have ran in them. I don't usually run any more than 5 miles in them, and I gotta be honest, I kind of hate them. for that aspect. I use the Hoka Speed Goat 2s. They have a rocker design, super cushion, and for my almost 50-year-old body, I really appreciate the extra cushioning. These lack some of that, well, they lack all of the rocker because they are a step design. So they kind of got some good padding in the heel and transitions to this flatter area, which there's not much padding on. I use these shoes also for mountain biking. Sometimes you got to do a bike and hike a bike. They work really well for that. They work great on a platform pedal, and then when you have to transition to pushing a bike up a super steep mountain section, they work great. You get good grip. So what's my thoughts on these shoes? Who do I recommend them for? I recommend them for anybody that's interested in maybe kicking off some adventure and wants a shoe that's a no-nonsense, extreme terrain shoe. Would I buy them just to walk around Disneyland? No, I think there's better walking shoes for that. But for my personality, I'm all about, wow, look at that over there. Let's go check that out. So that may land me to transitioning out like up in these hills. I see little trails here. That might be my next little section that I go check out. And I can do that and feel confident that I'm in a shoe that I'm going to get good traction, good gription on rock. They actually work really well on hard rock, and they stick better than I thought they would with having the knobbies on them, because there's not a lot of contact patch, but what there is, they really hook in. So what rating out of 10 would I give these shoes? I give them a 9 out of 10. I believe there's always room for a little bit of improvement, but I can't actually tell you where I'd like to see them improved. I think they're that good. They make them in a multitude of cool colors. Actually, there's not a color that I don't like of them. So with that being said, thank you for watching. I hope you learned a little bit from this. If you happen to like this kind of thing, hit like and subscribe. I have more things like this in the future coming out. For now, I'm Tim Roble. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you here next time.